Fantastic Woman Certified Wellness Instructor.
Hi, I'm Sandy Waters. Do you want to get in shape right now? Then sign up today for my amazing new workout plan, One Step Rep. It's the most efficient workout you'll ever experience. Originally developed for my award-winning workout show, Butts, which aired for 1.5 seasons on cable access TV in Dubuque, Iowa, One Step Rep is grounded in a practice known as muscle incoherence. Muscle incoherence activates every tissue and fiber in your body in a simultaneous clench that drives your limbs into a state of panic, resulting in muscle tone beyond your wildest fitness dreams. The best part? You only have to do it once per workout, which means you only need to exercise 30 seconds a day. Like I always say, if it takes more than one rep to get in shape, you're doing something wrong. Sign up today to learn how to start clenching your muscles into gorgeous hysteria with One Step Rep.
Brought to you by Enthusiastic Women Online, We Birth Success. It's always so fun when Sandy visits us. I feel like she really knows me. She really has my best interest in heart. That's what I think.
She's on to something.
Definitely. I'm not sure what that something is, but it is something. It is something. Now we move on to our next episode, our next part of this episode. Did you see this? Did you see this? Now, here's the thing. We all remember that old song that said, "If I had $1 billion," right? Do you guys remember that? So this specifically is about a person who we know does have $1 billion. Kylie Jenner. Oh, yeah. Kylie Jenner, we know she is one of the youngest self-made billionaires in the world. And so recently, her boyfriend had a birthday party. This was earlier this month. And so Kylie, as a good girlfriend, decided that she was going to throw a party for her boyfriend, Travis Scott. And she is very proud of this because she elected to creative direct the entire party. And, of course, she put all of the information onto Instagram because that's what Kylie is known to do. Yep. And the whole party was gas station themed.
Gas station themed party.
Yes,
it was.
Which, so as you got off the elevator, you walked into this, what looked like a Quick Trip, and it was like very fancy Quick Trip. So it had all of these created products that were, inspired by either Travis and his music label or things that he really liked or his album and his music. So she set up this whole thing. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem with themed parties. I have friends who have had a number of them. Like the most recent one I went to is my girlfriend for her 40th birthday threw a unicorn themed party.
Nice.
Which I thought was an interesting choice for a 40-year-old, but all of her drunk friends had a fantastic time.
That party sounds terrifying, and we should circle back to it later because I remember when you went to that.
Yes. It was.
It's like from my nightmares.
It was fascinatingly scary.
Yeah.
But I just think it's interesting that once you get to $1 billion and you get to curate and creative direct an entire party, that you have to create a fantasy world. And in your billionaire fantasy world, exotic counts as a gas station. Like that.
I absolutely. And
oh my God, there's paper towels.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, there's a slushy machine, but it's Hennessy. Aren't I clever?
I think I can save this till later in the conversation, but I did a little, as I thought about this and just did a little bit of research, I think I landed on what was really going on here.
Let me pause this. The fact that you said a little bit of research, Samantha Masalia, I'm calling BS. You don't little bit research anything. That's why you get to stay on the show. Because if Judy and I get busy, we're like, Samantha will over-research this. So what about what did you find during your studies?
Okay, so here, right, the first thought is this, that no Kardashian leaves the house without a marketing intent behind their departure.
Fair enough. I'll give you that.
So I'm going to tell you some dots I think I've identified, and then and the way I connected it, and you guys can.
At home, she's got one of those like investigative.
I've got a kill
detective walls with like red the push strings and strings. There's like gas station party.
Yes, I'm like a domestic Dexter.
Travis Scott's record label. Kylie Jenner's all her beauty products.
Yes,
highly
so creepy.
Yes.
Okay. So, anyways, go ahead.
Okay, here's where my creepiness took us this week. All right, the beauty industry is huge, and it's going hard at Generation Z.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the space where Kylie Jenner, the youngest self-made billionaire, and who plays in the beauty industry space, plays.
Yep. Right.
All right. research also says, despite being a generation that lives online, Gen Z still likes bricks and mortar shops. 90% of teens prefer shopping for their beauty products in-store versus online.
Yeah, that's true. That's what my daughter and her friends do.
Okay. So, in other words, stores, bricks and mortar stores, are now considered kind of a form of media. Okay?
Fair enough.
Pop-up stores, I'll get through these dots real quick. Pop-up retail stores are proving to be very pop-up retail stores.
Yeah, they like that stuff.
With Gen Z.
Like they love Rihanna's Fenty brand.
Yes.
Yep.
And Fenty did a pop-up in Mall of America for her Savage Fenty line.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And the girls, because I have a 16-year-old daughter, they thought that was just everything.
Yes.
So are
very
you
popular.
saying-
So, just
Okay.
real quick, this year there were tons of pop-up stores on the way to, the route to, and at Coachella
Yes.
along the road. What do you see when you drive along the road? Any road, but leading up to Coachella, you see gas stations.
Fair enough.
All right. So, and Gen Z loves brands that have authenticity
Yes.
and heritage. Gas stations are classically American heritage. Guess what? This year at Coachella, YSL Beauty had a faux gas station pop up along the route to Coachella.
Well done, Sam. Well done, Samantha. Yes,
Weirdest,
thank you very much.
And I did show this to my daughter and her friends, and they were like,
That was
they
sarcastic.
were like, this is okay. One of the weirdest things. One of the weirdest crossover things that they have going on. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they have a Slurpee machine that's like Hennessy Slurpees.
Correct.
They have a pop machine that's called Cactus Jack Coolers.
Yes.
It has Air Jordans and Nike symbols on
Right.
it.
Guess what? Travis Scott, for whom the party was thrown.
Yes.
The next day after the party, guess what dropped? His new Nike shoe.
Right.
And it sold out.
Exactly.
Okay, this is the weirdest thing of all. There was some sort of
It gets
Nike
weirder?
branded cigarette counter
Yes.
situation. And so
Don't smoke, kids.
So there's that whole Nike branded swoop thing.
Nike.
And then Nike. And then, I'm sorry, from North Dakota.
I know.
We called it Nike. Did you? Okay.
Oh my
And
God.
we're
Now
not from
fighting
Canada
about
and North Dakota.
Nike.
We don't call it Nike up in those parts. We're from the north. Anyways, and then behind the counter of the Nike, excuse me, Southerners, swoop.
Thank you.
There's all these Marlboro actual cigarettes,
Yes.
and they thought that was the weirdest because, hey, my daughter doesn't jewel or smoke or anything, but kids don't do cigarettes anymore. What's this Marlboroing? With big tobacco.
That's just making them
That-
feel
they
more.
thought
That's
that
the
was the
throwback feel.
weirdest.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's the
throwback
heritage.
feel. Yes.
The
that's
Gen
what made
Z
it.
just doesn't even know what to do. They're like, what?
Well, I don't know if I haven't thrown a themed birthday party in quite some time. And I'm not going to steal that idea. I'm not going to copycat that. But I think my next themed birthday party, I would like to have a dragon party.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you ladies think?
Well, I mean, I throw theme parties all the time, but I have children. My favorite was when my son, a few years ago, I think this might have been when he turned 11 or 10, he wanted the theme to be potato.
I love that.
His dad
Well
threw
done.
that party. I don't know if he was trolling his dad. He made his dad get him a potato birthday cake. And then had the whole thing be... My son is hilarious, by the way. He's weird, but he's just really funny. Mm-hmm. And he did this because his dad kept bugging him because he was going to have the sleepover, and his dad made him have a theme. Mm-hmm. And he was like, it's potato.
He's like, done.
And he's like, I want it to be potato. It's a potato theme. Please get me a potato themed birthday cake.
Yes.
And I need all potato themed everything for this party.
We need him on this
Let's
show.
go
Yes.
all
He
out.
needs to be a
Oh God,
host.
it was
He
so
can
funny.
be our Gen Z
So he did
correspondent.
potato.
Yeah.
I mean, my daughter turned 16 this year, and that was hard because it's like, what do you do for quote unquote sweet 16? So we did a murder party where it was one of those murder mystery parties, and they were all beauty queens, and I don't know, we had a bunch of kids over, and it was a pre-planned thing. I bought a kit, and it's like one of the beauty queens gets murdered, and then they have to figure out through the rest of the party who the killer was.
Well, enthusiastic ladies, I think we're going to have to take a pivot this episode because since we are outside of the Enthusiastic Woman Worldwide headquarters, we're going to do something a little different today. Normally, we would do our final segment, segment where we would talk about, does this make me old? We're going to have to pivot, though, this time because a lot of our women are coming back from the MomBoss5k. So we want to make sure that we're able to greet them as they come back in. So we will have to table our discussion about women-led movies turning 15 into the next episode. But we do encourage everyone to make sure that they follow us online. You can always be part of the Enthusiastic Woman Facebook page, and you can go to enthusiasticwoman.com. You can also find us on Twitter and on Instagram at iBirthSuccess. And of course, you can email the show at ibirthsuccess@gmail.com. We encourage you to follow us, be part of the community, and we are going to be launching our iBirthSuccess YouTube channel very soon. So we're going to keep up with that. So in the meantime, thank you all for joining us. We will see you on the next edition of Enthusiastic Woman. And remember, if you're out there and you're feeling less than enthusiastic, remind yourself, I birth success.